Hi everyone, my name is Suji and I will be presenting on squamous cell carcinoma. So before talking about squamous cell carcinoma, I want to go over which types of cells are involved in skin cancer. So the first type is squamous cells. These are flat cells in the outer part of the epidermis that are constantly shed as new ones form. Second is basal cells. These cells are in the lower part of the epidermis called basal cell layer. These cells constantly divide to form new cells to replace the squamous cells that wear off the skin surface. As these cells move up in the epidermis, they get flatter, eventually becoming squamous cells. And the last is melanocytes. These cells make up brown pigment called melanin, which gives our skin its tan and brown color. Melanin acts as the body's natural sunscreen, protecting the deeper layers of the skin from some of the harmful effects from the sun. For most people, when skin is exposed to the sun, melanocytes make more of the pigment, causing the skin to tan or darken. This figure shows how deep the cancer cells grow. So where does the skin cancer develop? Skin cancer begins in the cells that make up the outer layer or the epidermis of your skin, as I talked about earlier. So squamous cell carcinoma occurs when the flat, thin squamous cells in the outermost layer of the skin develop errors in their DNA. The basal cell carcinoma go deeper into the dermis, and this happens when the basal cells continuously divide uncontrollably. And last one, melanoma. This one develops when melanocytes grow uncontrollably, and it affects up to the dermis layer, as you can see in the photo. So according to American Cancer Society, over 5 million cases of basal and squamous cell carcinoma are diagnosed every year. Squamous cell is the second most common form of skin cancer. It is uncontrolled growth of squamous cells. Squamous cell carcinoma is usually found in areas of the body most damaged by UV rays from the sun or tanning beds. However, squamous cell carcinoma can occur anywhere squamous cells are found, which is everywhere in your body. Squamous cell carcinoma is usually not life-threatening, though it can be aggressive in some cases. If left untreated, squamous cell carcinoma of the skin can grow large or spread to other parts of your body, causing serious complications. So, as I mentioned, squamous cell carcinoma occurs usually on the face, ears, hands, neck, and arms, because these areas are where you're exposed to sun the most. The main symptoms of squamous cell carcinoma are growing bumps that have rough, scaly surface and flat reddish patches. The earliest form can appear as scaly, crusted, and large reddish patch that can be larger than 1 inch. So who can get squamous cell carcinoma? Anyone can actually get this type of cancer, but people who are fair-skinned, have long-term exposure to sun, and are older are much more likely to get squamous cell carcinoma. Also, people who have weakened immune system are likely to develop squamous cell carcinoma. So in order to treat this skin cancer, Mohs surgery is done. This is the single most effective technique for removing skin cancer. So the doctor will remove the skin cancer, thin tissue of the skin cancer, and examine it under the microscope. And if the deep and the borders of the skin tissue still have cancer, then the doctor will go deeper and continuously take away the skin until the patient is free of skin cancer. So that is all I have for today. Thank you for watching my presentation, and yeah.